Hi everyone, Savannah Summers here, and you're watching RCW Blast. Enjoy!
Residents of Riot City, my name is Carmine Leguzio, and welcome to a special edition of RCW Blast. Now, joining me here today is the historian Angus Dacey. But
Hello.
Before I let him talk, we need to talk about something huge that has happened in the world of sport, right?
Yeah, absolutely huge. I can't believe it, Carmine. I can't believe it. The Australians, they've done it. They have won the Cricket World Cup. Look at that. Look at the boys. There they are. Travis Head, 137.
That is true. That is true. And it's great.
Historic.
It is historic. You're right. But I think you might be. This is not like a cricket blast, right? This is RCW Blast. And when I talk about World of Wrestling, I'm talking about RCW. I'm talking about something huge. I mean, you were on the call for this, and what a historic moment. We are unifying the RCW Championship and the RCW Women's Championship. Hey, cricket's great, my friend. Cricket is great.
You're spot on, Carmine Leguzio. Look, at Battle for Supremacy, December 2nd, for the first time in history, the RCW Championship, the RCW Women's Championship, we are unifying the two titles. So today, we thought it would be a good idea to go over the history of the RCW Women's Championship.
Yeah. And let me tell you, this is going to be one heck of a history lesson. So strap in. We're going to be channeling Mr. Cliff today and really teaching you and going through basically every title reign and showing off some of our favorite matches that we've come across over the years with the Women's Championship.
That's right. Catch it right now. It's the history of the RCW Women's Championship today on RCW Blast.
This is how it ends. It's the way it had to be.
Miami, before you even thought about being a wrestler, I was already traveling Australia, being the best female wrestlers this country has to offer.
Savannah Summers may have beaten the best of the best wrestlers from around Australia. She may have been around for ages, but I've got one thing that she doesn't, and that's hard.
All right, Angus, so tell us, how did the RCW Women's Championship begin?
Well, we can trace the history of the RCW Women's title all the way back to Commissioner Damon Matthews.
Yes.
It was him that unveiled the championship to be decided in a contest between Savannah Summers and Miami at RCW Rites of Passage 2012. So yes, that is right, Carmine, before you interrupt me. The RCW Women's title, it is the longest running women's championship in Australia. 12 unbroken years.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Which is a great achievement for that women's championship. Savannah Summers, she held the title for 168 days in her first defense, losing the championship to Eliza Sway at Power Trip 2012.
Now you want to know how long Eliza Sway held it for?
How long?
So obviously Savannah with 168. Eliza held it for 392 days, and she had 3 defenses. So she tripled Savannah. She defended against Kellyanne, Harley Wonderland, and Lulu Lockhart and Savannah Summers, Kellyanne English, Ariana Snow, Kellyanne English, and Savannah Summers.
Yeah, so those were multi-man matches. They weren't individual title defenses.
Yeah.
And but Eliza Sway would have to vacate the championship at Battle for Supremacy 2013, and we would have a new champion decided in a match between, it would be Savannah Summers and the newcomer, Izzy Shaw.
Yes.
Yeah, Battle for Supremacy. Izzy Shaw probably in the company for like 6 months at this point, getting a major opportunity.
That's right, and that would not be her only opportunity, I'll tell you what.
That's right, Izzy Shaw's had 9 matches for the RCW Women's Championship.
What was really interesting about this title reign is that she had 2 defenses, 154 days. One was against Miami for Warzone Wrestling, and Sarah J, and Toni Storm in UPW in Queensland. So this was a title that wasn't even defended in Adelaide at this point.
No, that's right. It was brought all around the country. It really, truly a national championship, and I think it got that recognition, the RCW Women's title. It was a respected championship, and the ladies of RCW had pushed to get a championship all of their own for years. And think about the groundwork that was laid by the likes of Savannah Summers, Miami, Harley Wonderland.
That's right.
You know, Sarah J as well, and the interstaters we brought in, like Cassie Lee and Casey Cassidy. You know, truly, RCW had a thriving women's division before the championship was even introduced, Carmine.
That's very true, and it's kind of almost similar to the tag division as well, how there wasn't a tag team title for a long time really in the company. But then when we get to City Chicks 2, and some wrestler, she's sort of popular, Demi Bennett, Rhea Ripley, she won the title. She won it at City Chicks 2.
She did, and you can actually check out this title win on the very first episode of RCW Blast. We covered Demi Bennett winning the championship. Well, and again, we talked about Izzy Shaw being sort of in her rookie year. You know, this was 2014. Demi Bennett was only a year into her career.
That's right.
And she became the women's championship, and we could tell there was a huge future for her. She had 4 defenses with this championship against Savannah Summers, against Toni Storm in MCW. That's right, the AEW Women's World Champion, Toni Storm.
Okay. Well, now you're making me, think. All right, let's have that match. But
it happened. In fact, the only place you could have seen that was in MCW in 2014, and also Blair Alexis and then Miami as well in MCW. So you know, again, we're seeing people recognizing major promotions across Australia, recognizing the RCW Women's Champion.
That's right. But her reign came to an end at City Chicks 3, the next City Chicks event. Harley Wonderland beating her for the title, and she had a 147-day reign.
Yeah, she did, and in this reign, you know, she defeated Demi Bennett a couple times. She actually
by countout.
She did defeat her by countout once, and then that led into the big women's lumberjack match at the alleged 10-year anniversary of RCW.
Can you just explain that for just one sec? I know what you want to say.
Well, it was the 10-year anniversary, Harley Wonderland versus Demi Bennett. But if you look at the calendar, it took place in 2015, and of course RCW began in 2006. So the 10-year anniversary wouldn't happen until 2016. So erroneously, the 9th anniversary was promoted as the 10th anniversary.
That's true. RCW is not the only company to have messed up anniversary numbers, right? I think WWE did that, didn't they?
They might have done that, but anyway, despite that, it was a historic occasion and a fitting championship match for the occasion. Savannah Summers, though, would win the title back at Strength 2015 and go on a bit of a tear.
Yeah, so if I'm reading this correctly, Savannah Summers held this title for 392 days for this next reign, right? Well, so did Eliza Sway.
Yeah, very long reigns.
But both the same exact number.
Yep, the same exact number.
What?
Coincidence?
That's incredible. Now, she had 7 defenses this time.
Yep, the most of anyone at this time.
Yep. Siren Monroe in NHPW, Harley Wonderland. Izzy Shaw in PWSA. That's really cool, actually.
Yep.
Demi Bennett 4 times in a row. And yes, you are reading that or hearing that.
Yeah, that's right. Savannah
4
Summers
times in a row.
defeated Demi Bennett 4 times in a row in this championship reign.
I don't know how that happened.
And also, unstoppable. And then her final defense of this reign, Savannah Summers.
I'm saying more so, how did she justify getting the matches over and over again?
Oh, you mean Demi Bennett?
Yeah.
It must have been a strong contender.
Oh, yeah.
And also, Savannah Summers, in her last defense, just to prove how unstoppable she was, defeated Quinn Beauregard and Blair Alexis in a 2-on-1 handicap match.
Yeah.
And that was at RCW Live 21.
So really at that point, and thank you for tuning in, for staying with us, but at that point you're thinking, okay, well, Savannah's basically beaten everyone, right?
Who could come in?
Who could come in? And
who could do it?
Who could do it? Well, little Miss Fortune on her behalf, Miki Fortune at Riot of Passage 2016. There we go.
Yeah, well, let's check it out. How did Miki Fortune capture the RCW Championship, Women's Championship?
Yeah.
How did she unseat the dominant Savannah Summers? How did she go on to etch her name in the history books?
Yeah.
Let's check this match out on RCW Blast. It's Miki Fortune, Savannah Summers, Rites of Passage, right now on RCW Blast.
Residents of Riot City, this is your opening match for Rites of Passage 2016, and it is for the RCW Women's Championship. Introducing first, standing to my left, from Adelaide, South Australia, tonight she is going for the gold, Miss Fortune! And her opponent, standing to my right, she is the First Lady of Riot City, and she is your reigning, defending RCW Women's Champion, Savannah Summers! What a way to kick off this event with a title match.
And of course, Miss Fortune, one of the hottest free agents in Australian wrestling right now, and we have been fortunate enough to sign her here at Riot City Wrestling. Tyler, I believe that you know Miss Fortune's history quite well.
Absolutely, I do know Miss Fortune very well, and you're absolutely right in that free agency. I'm blown away, guys. Her first match here and gets to step up immediately against Savannah Summers, one of the best women going around in Australia, and not only that, for the Riot City Wrestling Women's Championship. What a way to start this show.
Well, that's a recognition of all that she's done in this business here and around the country.
And Miss Fortune getting the better of that game right there, trying to get the upper hand. One count barely. Michael Kent, our senior official here tonight.
No, look, you're absolutely right, Josh, and Sean, as you've just seen, she knows her stuff in that ring. She's a good ring technician. She knows how to work. She's worked some very good opponents in the past, and this is going to be very interesting.
And it's no secret that in this women's wrestling revolution that is happening around the world right now, so much of it is being led by the Aussies all over the world. They're just turning heads and kicking ass and taking names.
Arm drag there from Summers, taking Miss Fortune down. On more than one occasion, Savannah Summers has gained that title. She is not looking to lose it anytime soon, and looking good here against Miss Fortune. The arm bar, Irish whip to the corner.
Tyler, tell me some of the dangerous things about Miss Fortune.
Whoa!
Well, I think you saw it before. Very intense. When she hits very hard. I think it's fair to say when you're talking from an athletic perspective, Savannah's got probably some body weight and some leverage on her in that sense. Miss Fortune, as I said, very good technician. When she hits very hard, and she knows how to hit you from a lot of different angles. I'll actually be very interested to see how Savannah deals with this. I mean, probably doesn't know too much about Miss Fortune, and has everything to lose. Miss Fortune comes in with nothing to lose.
Well, Miss Fortune had the knees scouted there. Savannah likes to charge in with the double knees. Now Savannah up top, and Miss Fortune, it looks like, is on offense of sorts. No, Savannah blocking her maybe a suplex attempt, I'm not sure, but getting some rights in there. Wow! Oh my gosh, Savannah fell hard on the apron.
The slap to the face and the kick to the face. Miss Fortune showing she will not be intimidated by the First Lady of Riot City Wrestling.
Well, as I said, she's got nothing to lose coming in here and having a shot at the gold straight away. You give all because, hey, if she got the win here, this is a major upset on the start of a show where who thought this was going to be how we started this show to start with? And as I said, when she hits hard.
Look out.
Oh, wow!
There you go.
Miss Fortune taking to the air, bringing Savannah Summers down.
She is not messing around.
Well, like Tyler said, would you? If they gave you a shot at the Women's Championship, would you mess around, Josh?
Well, I wouldn't like my chances against either of these women, but
that's a good answer.
But I would take the opportunity. You'd have to. You'd be crazy not to. And the referee here
suggest
counting.
this to GM Tom Byrne?
If we have a double count out, Savannah will retain the title.
Miss Fortune's back up. Champion's advantage, you're right, Josh, but Miss Fortune knows what she's doing.
Match will continue.
Absolutely. Smart enough to get her back in the ring. Only place to get that title.
Savage running knee to the head there.
Look, to be fair to both of these athletes, they both might look nice and sweet, etc. But I can tell you right now, they both have a vicious streak when they need it. They know how to win.
No
She
time
might be winning
wasted
right now.
No time wasted, going straight for that cover.
Absolutely, well done.
Just a 2 count.
Savannah cleverly rolling to the outside though. That comes with experience. When you're in trouble, get out. Can't lose the title out there. We just said that.
Oh!
And there's a veteran move as well.
Absolutely.
The back of Miss Fortune's head just smacking the apron right there. She could have a concussion after that. And we've seen the devastation that concussions can cause to careers. Try saying that 10 times in a row. Here in Riot City, I mean, my gosh.
Shades of our main event, but Savannah Summers will be the first to tell you she's no angel, even though she can fly. Oh,
Going
going
for the
home.
cross body, but Miss Fortune had it well scouted again. Well scouted.
Very intelligent wrestling here from Miss Fortune.
Uh-oh. Miss Fortune says, not today, Sonny. Oh my gosh. Insane cover, both legs hooked.
Pulls her away from the ropes.
Again, very clever. May not have the years of experiences of Savannah Summers, but as you said, grabbed both legs, pulled her away from the ropes, took every opportunity she could to make it as hard as possible.
Wrestling smart as well as hard.
Forearm blocked. Savannah gets one in of her own. Oh, shoulder to the gut.
Can never count the first lady out.
Cross body. Miss Fortune back up on her feet. Clothesline, that took her down.
And go behind there.
Savannah heading up top. What could she have in mind here? This time she hits the cross body. Oh, counter here. Counter from Miss Fortune. Oh! She's got to get that cover. Got to get the cover. Leg is hooked. 2 and.
The resilience of Savannah Summers coming through there.
But how long can that last? I mean, we almost saw a new champion right there. That she was so close.
Oh, Savannah could be going for the sit-out stunner. There it is, there it is. That has won Savannah many a match now. Cover 1, 2, and that is 2. What?
Savannah can't believe it, the crowd can't believe it, we can't believe it. Miss Fortune kicked out of the Savannah Summer stunner. That might be her last gasp now. Savannah Summers going upstairs. Bringing the bomb to finish her off.
Oh, nobody home. Nobody home. Now Miss Fortune heading upstairs.
Frog splash!
Oh! Residents of Riot City, your winner and new RCW Women's Champion, Miss Fortune.
So Miss Fortune, or Miki Fortune, wins the RCW Women's title. Now she'd come in from PWSA and had really jumped to the Riot City Wrestling roster.
Yeah, look, we've seen her a couple of times,
Yeah.
but she wasn't really a fully fledged RCW roster member until now. And defeating Savannah Summers, really coming in with a resounding victory. And then would go on to defend 2 times against Savannah Summers, both times.
Yeah. What happened then though?
Unfortunately, Miki Fortune's her reign would come to an abrupt end at Key to the City 2016 due to a medical injury that she had, a medical issue, and she would have to vacate the championship. So, and this is fascinating because, and I'm gonna say this now.
Yeah.
This is a bit of an aside comment. This match never happened. Miki Fortune versus Demi Bennett. It never happened.
It was almost as if, there's some kind of like cosmic force.
Yeah, it seemed destined to happen, but it never did.
Yeah.
But Miki Fortune vacating the championship. Demi Bennett came back from a tour of Japan and actually claimed the vacant championship. And we're going to show you this match right now. It is Demi Bennett in a three-way match against Quinn Beauregard and Savannah Summers at Key to the City 2016. It's for the RCW Women's Championship. This is RCW Blast. Check it out now.
I do apologise, ladies, but I do have some extremely important news for everybody. It's with great sadness that I inform you all that our current champion, Miss Fortune, is suffering from a medical condition. This medical condition is unrelated to wrestling in any way, but it has sidelined her nonetheless. Now, Miss Fortune will be able to tell us more about this at our next show, Riot City Chicks Live, on November the 5th. But because of this, she has had to hand in her title. So tonight was supposed to be a triple threat for the #1 contendership, but tonight's match will be for the Women's Championship.
Wow.
A high-stakes night just got even higher stakes here in Riot City. As General Manager Tom Burns said, one of these women will leave here tonight as the Riot City Wrestling Women's Champion.
Look at their looks on their faces there.
I stand corrected, this is not a 1-4 match with a 20-minute time limit. It is a 1-4 match with a 45-minute time limit for the Women's Championship.
Well, the stakes of this match just went skyrocket through the roof here. RCW Women's Championship on the line. Miss Fortune, for whatever the reason, medical condition, we're going to find out at our next show, is at the forfeit the title. But that means we're going to crown a new RCW Women's Champion here tonight.
And the Muppet Skinner getting out of the way there, leaving two of the most decorated women in Australian wrestling.
Sure, you've got to get over it. She has beautiful attire. You should probably take some dress sense tips from her.
Aren't you wearing a t-shirt and jeans under a blazer?
What's wrong with that? I got sick of people getting me confused with you. Big forearms there now. Oh, look at that. Quinn now firing Demi Bennett into the guardrail here.
Quinn Beauregard getting up close and personal with the front row.
The amount of flesh meeting steel tonight, off the Richter, off the scale, off the chart. Look at those rights, those forearms from Savannah, they're off the scale. Irish whip here. Savannah hoping for a back body. Whoa.
Well, Quinn may be on the A-list, but she doesn't want to go turning her back on Demi Bennett, former RCW Women's Champion herself.
Yeah, and if Demi finds herself in, wow!
Beautiful Northern Light suplex into a bridge.
If Demi finds herself in a position to hit that drop kick from the top rope, new champ right there, you got to think.
That would make her a two-time champ, and of course Savannah Summers here could make it. How many times, Wolfie?
It will be a record-setting 4-time RCW Women's Champion if she manages to do that tonight.
That would make her not only the most decorated women's champion in Riot City, but the most decorated champion in Riot City.
Absolutely. Quinn Beauregard, I tell you what an opportunity for this young lady who's never had a reign as RCW Women's Champion. Came in hoping to get a #1 contender spot. Now it turns out she could walk out of here champion.
Fair to say that she talked her way into this title picture, despite the odd win down at Main Street at the Riot City Wrestling Live events. That motion says it all.
I'll tell you what, the A-list has been causing a lot of trouble for both Demi Bennett and Savannah Summers.
Oh, but you can't take it back on Quinn. Look at that.
Roll up. 2 count for Savannah. Demi's ankle hit that steel very, very hard a moment ago.
Referee Michael Kent needs eyes in the back of his head for this one.
So once again, as you mentioned earlier, a lot of skin, human body crashing into steel tonight. In this Key to the City show. And we've still got some big matches still yet to come.
And look, all joking about Tyra aside, Quinn Beauregard is a deadly competitor. She has proven herself time and again here, and she could well and truly be the future of the women's division here in Riot City.
Oh, absolutely. Savannah Summers, of course, known as the first lady of RCW. Oh, beautiful sideboard slam there. Middle of the ring. Great ring positioning there, but unfortunately didn't go for a cover there. Savannah Summers managed to roll through that bottom rope.
Bit of an experience showing through there, Wolf Dog.
Well, a bit of inexperience, maybe even a bit of nerves. You know, this was not the match that any of these ladies were expecting tonight.
It's got to be difficult to change gears mid-match like that. You've psyched yourself up for a particular thing, and now the stakes are just, as you said, so high. How does a competitor do that, Wolf Dog?
I've never been in that situation myself. To have the match change in, well, coming to a show in a mindset and they're having to have it changed.
Yeah, I could see you in a women's championship match.
Probably wearing Queen's jacket.
I would still look better than both of you two put together. Just for the record. Here's now, oh!
Both ladies with the same idea there. Ragdoll attempt from both.
Demi Bennett on the sidelines here, trying to shake some life back into that ankle, which of course met guardrail.
Well, Demi Bennett now with that ankle certainly did meet guardrail. This is a very dangerous place for her, but look at that drop kick!
There it is, the missile drop kick.
But again, you've always got to have the eyes in the back of your head in this match.
Perhaps not confident enough to go for the cover with Quinn still in the ring. Wow, I don't blame her. Smart wrestling from Bennett.
That's right, she knew she had another opponent to worry about rather than going for the cover.
And these athletes here in RCW hold nothing back, regardless of what division they're in.
Quinn's going to have trouble wearing a low-cut top at her next A-list event with chops like that.
Reversal.
Oh, look at this. Oh, Demi Bennett with that boot.
Washed her face good and proper. There's no makeup left now.
When did you become a facial plate of RCW?
When somebody threw an elbow on me.
Yeah, stunner. Oh, Quinn with the boot. Cover.
What about Blair Alexis? Do you think is her A-list tag team partner here or A-list companion? Shall we say?
Can you imagine if Quinn ended up champion before Blair Alexis?
Well, then we'd know.
Wow.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Then we'd know who the true A-lister in the A-list was.
Oh.
Now you're just stirring the pot, Sean.
I see what you did there.
That's your job. I'd say I was calling it like I see it, but then I get sued for copyright infringement. Uh-oh.
As you would say, Sean, the High Rent District running like a bomb. Wow.
We're saying wow, but Demi Bennett doesn't realise Savannah Summers still up on that top turnbuckle here. And now she sees it. Look at this. Oh, look at this. God. The strength of Demi Bennett there.
Go to sleep.
Across the leg.
Yeah.
Go with a new champion. New champion.
Residents of Riot City, your winner and new RCW Women's Champion, Demi Bennett!
Congratulations to Demi Bennett, two-time RCW champion. Now, she went on to defend it against Casey Johns twice and Kellyanne, and then vacated it due to signing with the WWE.
Yeah, and I just want to say, we covered this in our Demi Bennett retrospective in episode 1. But just to talk about the prestige of the Women's Championship at this point, I don't think it could get any higher than this.
You're very right.
Your champion is signed to WWE, the biggest sports entertainment company on the planet, while holding the RCW Women's Championship. Just talk about the prestige and what that brings to that title, Carmine.
Well, I think what it comes down to is, obviously, RCW Blast here it was an educational show. We're here to talk about, all these great matches and things that have happened. But I think that when you have someone like Demi, Rhea, win this title, where you have someone like Toni Storm challenging it for it,
Yeah.
and all the other fantastic, indie wrestlers and wrestlers that have wrestled all around the world in this list so far, you realize that what they can do is they can go back and realize, oh my God, like my favorite wrestler from, a big company wrestled in this indie and, had these amazing matches. And you have like, it's like a new lease on life on their career, but it also makes you realize that these stepping stones are not just stepping stones, they're bigger than that. We are bigger than that.
I think you're right. I think this shows that the success you can get by holding that women's championship, it can catapult you to the highest of highs. Now,
who ended up winning the vacated?
That's right. The title was vacated because of the contract signing of Demi Bennett.
Yep.
Casey Johns defeated Izzy Shaw, Eliza Sway, and Amity Rowe
Yes.
at Power Trip 2017. But then would go on to lose the championship at Super Clash 1, the very first Super Clash, the very first event in HQ, to another WWE superstar Indy Hartwell.
Yeah, absolutely massive. So Super Clash 2018, and she went to hold this title for 343 days, but she only had 2 defenses in that time.
Well, I'll just stop you there, Carmine. I'll just stop you there.
Okay.
Indy Hartwell, as well as being the RCW Women's Champion, she was also the Nui Pro Women's Champion. And the actual match between her and Casey Johns was for both titles. So almost a semi-unification match as well. But yes, you're right. She only had 2 defenses. One in a big 5-way match at RCW 200.
Yes, big show.
And then also against Izzy Shaw and Blair Alexis at Battle for Supremacy 2018. Then she would go on to lose the championship to Miki Fortune at Super Clash 2.
This is your first RCW show. We always talk about this. This is your first show, right?
Yeah,
you went to that show.
I was there at that show,
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
Clash 2.
So what were you thinking at the time?
I was like, wow, this Miki Fortune chick is awesome. She was doing all kinds of stuff. She was doing tope suicide. She was doing this awesome sort of like corner tilt-a-whirl tornado DDT thing. Yeah, amazing. And then, of course, we know that match because that was on an episode of RCW Blast a couple weeks ago.
That's right. So then history kind of repeats itself. Firstly, there is this little pandemic that sort of gets in the way. But Miki Fortune ends up having one defense against Izzy Shaw, and then has to unfortunately vacate the title due to injury.
She vacated it, and the record books show that she held it for 504 days. But who really held that title for most of that time? Come on.
He's great all the time. We love him. We want him on the show. We want him back. We want him back real bad. Tony Toro.
That's right. Tony Toro, he actually stole that women's championship, and it would take months and months and months of rehab for Miki Fortune to get back in ring shape and actually get back to chasing that title. But I just want to point out something to you. And I want to maybe get a little bit of healthy debate going here in the comment section.
All right, what are we going to...
So Tony Toro, he stole the championship from Miki Fortune. Now, Miki Fortune was injured with that ankle from falling off the ladder.
He was. She was.
But then an interesting thing happened.
Yeah?
At the RCW Rumble, Riot City Rumble 2019.
Yes.
Tony Toro had a sanctioned championship defense against Izzy Shaw of the RCW Women's Championship.
Okay, and cage matches never lies.
Now that was in the history books. The referee announced it as a championship match. Does that make Tony Toro an unofficial or official RCW Women's Champion?
Well, when you look at what happened at AEW this past weekend, you realize where people can sort of step in and apparently, challenge for titles that aren't, theirs and stuff like that. I mean, at the end of the day, like, you kind of almost have to say yeah. I know you don't really want to, but you kind of do.
He held that title for a long time, over a year of actually holding that championship. And
this is one of those things where you're like, okay.
It's up for debate. If you
debate
guys
it, please.
In the comment sections want to debate, is Tony Toro an official RCW Women's Champion?
Here's the thing, like the weird thing is that the way he kind of like repurposed it, he put the sticker on, they call it like the GAT championship, basically, great all the time championship. So it's almost like this thing where it's like it becomes like semi-unsanctioned, and then it's a massive grey area. But I'm glad we dedicated some time to talking about it.
But Miki Fortune, she would reclaim the title, of course, at We're Back Baby.
Yep.
Unfortunately, her reclamation will be short-lived because, as you mentioned, she did have to vacate it due to another injury. And we get a match that was originally just a singles match between Izzy Shaw and Savannah Summers would be promoted into a women's championship match.
Yep.
And against all odds, Savannah Summers would lose and Izzy Shaw would be your new women's champion.
Yeah, and this is a great friend of the show, Izzy Shaw, wins the title. And she has a defense against someone that is obviously very, very relevant right now, Delta and beats Delta, in fact.
Well, it was a no contest.
Well,
So if you want to count that.
Okay. Well, yeah, as it defends the title successfully. There you go, you're right.
That's right, because Savannah Summers, she would not take losing that championship to Izzy Shaw very well at all. And, you know, Delta had just come in on the scene in a big way. And we saw Delta's debut actually F5ing Savannah Summers. So there was clearly heat there.
Right.
Beef between Savannah Summers and Delta, beef between Izzy and Savannah Summers. And of course, Delta could have been women's champion. So these three women all came to a massive clash, a super clash.
A super clash. And this is one that we've wanted to be in. We've discussed this internally. We've wanted to share this one for a really long time.
Yeah, we're big
so
fans
we're really excited.
of this match. It was a super clash of sorts that took place at Big Top Beatdown.
Yes.
So the pun doesn't quite work.
Oh, no.
But it was a three-way match between Izzy Shaw, the reigning champion, Savannah Summers, and Delta for the RCW Women's Championship. Check it out right now on RCW Blast.
Don't like it. If it wasn't for Savannah, I think Delta would already have that belt around her waist.
That is a very good potential point there, Paul. We'll see how this triple threat goes. Senior referee Michael Kent has his hands full officiating this match, and we are underway.
Oh, look out, Savannah straight into the eyes of Delta.
Of course, no disqualifications in a triple threat match. That is completely legal, and you've got to think that gives a bit of an advantage to the wily veteran.
Well, there we go. Izzy just sent Savannah into Delta. Delta with the shoulder block sent her down. Now, Delta with the power getting Izzy back in the corner. Breaks the hold. Big back elbow for the champion. Oh, look out.
Izzy taking it from both competitors now. Oh, and a big splash from Delta.
Oh, and Savannah didn't take long to kick to the midsection on Delta. Oh, look out. Reversal drops the head. That could be trouble for Delta.
The strength, look at that! Got her by the goozle.
Oh, from behind. If it wasn't for Izzy there. Oh, look out!
Savannah jaw jacked for too long. Paid the price.
Oh, goes for the big boot, misses with that. Izzy off the ropes with the leg scissors, takes her over.
We know that Delta can outpower Izzy. We've already seen it. Izzy's got to rely on her speed and her experience here.
Oh, just the one count Delta kicking out of that one.
Not even a one count, Paul. That was worrying. How much strength does this woman have?
Well, I think it's uncapped at this stage, Sean, but I'm sure we'll find out as we progress along.
Delta refusing to be muscled around, reverses, sends Izzy into the ropes. Savannah, I think, got in the way there, grabbed a foot, and again, just playing spoiler in this match, picking off who she can when she can.
Oh, Savannah just ran with the head of Delta into that ring apron on the outside.
And sends her, backstage? Savannah clearly wanting a one-on-one contest here. Don't think that's going to help you out, though, Savannah.
Oh, here we go. Izzy now sends Savannah off the ropes, drops the head, look out. Gets a boot for a measure, followed up with the clothesline. Oh, Savannah.
So cool under pressure, so calm, so collected.
Oh, this is why she's a former three-time women's champion. This is why she is the first lady of RCW, Sean.
Big scoop slam followed by a leg drop and the cover. Look at her, she's keeping an eye out. She scouted that well.
You could see Delta was making her way back up to the ring.
And that is the experience factor right here of Savannah Summers. As we've said before, when she began wrestling here in South Australia, there were no other women to wrestle against. She learned by wrestling the men, and that makes her one of the most dangerous competitors anywhere in the world.
Unless you're Delta.
That's true. That's true. Delta's got the pure power, but for experience.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, Savannah has locked up with Brandy Rhodes, with,
Peta
Blanchard, with Jordan Grace. Cover! Beautiful bridge! Still not enough. And she has more than held her own against those women of the international scene.
Oh, absolutely. And there's nothing you can take away from Savannah Summers. As we said, three-time former champion. She's got every tool in the box that she needs to make it happen for her once again.
Don't forget her feuds with the likes of NXT's Indy Hartwell and, of course, the former NXT Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley.
Oh, look out, Delta!
showing some smarts of her own there, sends Savannah for the ride.
Low bridges the top rope. Savannah's gone to the outside. Here goes Delta. Here's a big opportunity for Delta.
But a big opportunity for Izzy as well. She needs to fight back and fight back now. Delta saying, bring it on. Barely even moved.
Wow.
Oh!
Wow, that really shook Izzy on that one.
Savannah gets in the way and gets dumped to the outside again. These two just want to go at it.
Well, like I said, unfinished business from the last time this title was on the line. Savannah Summers was the only reason, like I said, the only reason I think Delta's not standing with that belt around her waist already, Sean.
Absolutely, and again, Savannah, nope, not welcome here.
Izzy now able to get those forearm shots on Delta, managing to stagger her back, but quickly reverses it. Oh, wow!
The strength, the power, the sheer force of Delta!
Drives her down to the mat. That could be it, though. Look out. I think Delta's realised Savannah's up on the ring apron, heads over. Oh, Savannah able to block.
Doesn't realise that Delta is barely phased by that. She's found out now the hard way.
Oh, Savannah took her time getting up to that top rope, paid for it dearly there with Delta.
Both up in the high rent district now, all risk, huge reward if she can pull off this massive superplex.
Wow, look out!
Rocking the ring here in the Peacock tent.
And Delta can feel it, the adrenaline's pumping through the body. She can smell that RCW Women's Championship.
The crowd at Gluttony is on its feet. They want to see a new champion. Delta trying to get Izzy, gets out of the way, ducks under. Delta, spear!
Huge spear. Izzy rolls to the side of the ring. Look out,
wait a minute, what's Savannah doing? No, Delta's got her ready. Again by the throat.
Oh, Savannah able to break it. Couple of kicks to Delta. Oh! Wow, just ramming the face of Delta into that knee. Two. Just the two.
All that and just a 2 count.
Wow, now Savannah turns her attention on Izzy, gets her up on the shoulders. No, Izzy able to get down. Kick to the midsection.
Stunner.
Stunner.
Can that be enough?
2. Wow, I'm amazed Delta didn't try and actually break up that 3 count.
I think she knew Savannah had the wherewithal to kick out there somehow. Going for another stunner. Blocked it, sends her into the corner and...
Oh! Wow, Izzy able to just get that elbow, but only staggers the powerhouse.
Elevated stunner from the second rope. Is that going to be enough? 2!
And once again, Savannah saving the 3 count.
You know, Paul, I got to believe that Izzy Shaw had the match won right there. She had her title retained, if not for Savannah Summers.
Well, Savannah now with these chops on the champion. Oh, look out. Spent too long celebrating. Now Izzy unloading with shots of her own. Forearms for Savannah, chops for Delta.
The girls teaming up now against the champion. This is not what Izzy wanted. Sent into the corner by both.
Oh, look out.
Oh, feet for both. Thank you very much.
Where's Izzy heading now? She's going up on the second rope.
Savannah gets out of the way. Let's Delta take it too. Savannah rolls her up. I thought she was going for the pin there.
What? Surely not. Oh!
Look at that deadlift.
What a deadlift from Delta on Izzy. Oh! Out of nowhere, Savannah with the boot.
Could have gone very wrong for Savannah there.
Oh, big chop from Savannah. Goes for the clothesline, misses. Wow, Izzy just catches her with that boot, sends Savannah down.
Super
Here goes
kick for 1, super kick for 2. Delta's still on her feet.
She just hit Savannah. She can't believe it. She hit Savannah with it. Oh, look out now. Delta's caught her this time.
I think, Paul, this is the end.
Oh, she hits this F5 right. Oh,
Izzy, hadn't scouted. Rolls her up.
Rolls her up. 2.
Just the 2 count there. Unbelievable.
Oh,
my God. Folded her up with a single lariat. and Delta doesn't even look phased.
Oh, and the strength just picks her up like nothing.
Again, back to that F5. She gets all of it. That is it. Paul Roberts, we're about to see a new... Wait.
Look out. Savannah just dumps Delta to the outside, goes to the cover 3 with the new women's champion.
Oh, come on. Savannah Summer picking the bones of Delta's victory and making history in the process.
So Savannah Summers steals the victory, right? And then she goes on to have a 728-day reign. And not just with 1 defense, 2 defense, 3 defenses. She has 8 historic defenses.
And that's the most of anyone, and she actually beat her previous record
by
of 7.
1. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so Savannah Summers, undoubtedly the most winningest women's champion of all time. She beats Delta, she beats Asia, she beats Chanel Phoenix, she beats Blair Alexis, she beats
Amber
Izzy
Switch.
Shaw, Amber Switch, she beats, Violet Blitz. You name
Amber,
them, she beats
Blair
them.
Alexis.
Yep, all those. And
all the stars.
All the stars.
Yeah.
And she would go on a 2-year reign, literally 2 years, because it wouldn't be until the coming 2023 edition of Big Top Beatdown that she would lose the title. Now, we'll talk a little bit about this because we kind of lived through this. It's very recent memory.
It is.
There was a weird on-again, off-again friendship, enemyship between Savannah Summers and Amber. We weren't quite sure what was going on, but what we did know at the end of Big Top Beatdown 2023 is that Amber was our new women's champion because she defeated Savannah Summers in 14 seconds.
Yes.
The shortest match of any of the women's championships.
That's right.
And then Amber would go on a bit of a lengthy reign. But
259 days.
we did some of the interesting stats here, and Amber had the 3 shortest women's championship matches in history.
Yep.
The shortest one was when she won it.
Yep.
The next shortest one was when she lost it.
Yep.
And then the third shortest was when she defended it against Miki Fortune.
That's right.
So if you total all of her defenses, it comes to like 1.5 minutes of in-ring defenses, which is astounding for the length of the reign.
Yeah, that's right. And effectively, our final champion ends up being Miki Fortune.
Yep, who defeated Amber in record time again.
Yeah,
at Power
21
Trip.
seconds.
21 seconds. And is the new and 3-time women's champion. Now, Carmine.
Okay.
This is where we have to talk about Delta.
Okay.
We mentioned her a little bit before.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Because I'm just going to cut you off here and say, the funniest thing about this, or the most interesting thing about this, well, it's actually 2 things. Well, firstly, it's shocking to me that Miami, may she rest in peace, never won the title.
Yeah,
that interests me. Like, firstly, just sort of looking at it all over that. But the second thing is that, as well, Delta never wins the title. Now, she goes for the title a couple of times, but she's not successful. So what's going on here with this unification, which makes it sort of interesting, is that if she wins, it's like, she's sort of recognized, really. It's like, because it's all unified as sort of the final women's champion, right? That's how it would work?
That's correct.
Yeah.
And not to mention as well, Miki Fortune has never lost the women's championship.
Oh my God, okay.
So we have a huge clash set up here for Battle for Supremacy. We've got Delta, who's never won the women's championship, and Miki Fortune, who's never actually lost the women's championship. You could not come up with a more impressive, more difficult to predict scenario. And you know what? The match hasn't happened yet. We're still a week away. You can buy your tickets right now.
That's right. We had to talk about the history of the women's title because it's so important to the company, and this is going to be, we're entering a new era now of women's wrestling, not only in the country, but in RCW. And I think that is why this match is punctuated, title versus title, end of an era. Simply, if you live in Adelaide, South Australia, or you even live in Australia, you've got to come to this show because not only is it going to be a great show, you are going to literally witness history. I don't know how we could possibly sell it any more than we possibly could. It's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be huge. Delta versus Miki Fortune, title unification. Women's championship will come to an end at Battle for Supremacy, and we will have a new unified champion to carry RCW into the future.
And what does the future hold for the women's division?
Well, maybe there won't be a division. Maybe it'll be an all-inclusive division,
I think
men and women.
I think you might be right.
An open weight division of
That's
sorts,
it.
open
That's
gender.
it. Yep.
I'm so excited for that, and I hope you guys, I hope this has pumped you up a little bit too.
Yep.
And we'll see you next week on RCW Blast. We've got a very special edition. We're going to keep the theme going with the women. We're going to talk about the best of City Chicks.
Yes.
And we're talking City Chicks Live. We're talking City Chicks Unleashed. Join us then. Until next time, Carmine Luguzio, Angus Ardesi, farewell for now, but not forever.